Alright, so here's exactly how I got funded with TopStep. I'm not going to sit here and make it sound easy. I've blown evals and I've made a lot of mistakes, but I finally did it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact changes that I made, the mistakes I stopped making, and the mindset shift that finally got me across the line. Okay, so let's get into it. So today's video is going to be comprised of 4 sections, okay? So we've got the early failures, what I changed, the funded run, and what I do now. So this wasn't my first try on TopStep. I actually blew one eval before passing my second eval. And I think the early failure with that first ever eval was probably just a lack of knowledge. You know, coming in thinking, I'd already been trading for a while, back to the Forex days, all on the Alpha Capital. And, the same sort of knowledge can't really translate over. You have to be able to sort of gather data and see what really happens. So number 2, what I changed coming in. What I changed was that I wanted data to completely back up exactly what I thought was going to happen. So what did I do? I back tested for a whole year. I sat there, it's boring, but that's what you have to do. What I changed exactly was that I also changed my strategy. So my old strategy basically comprised of, your standard fair value gaps, looking for a tap in, and then potentially, your IFVGs out. And to be honest, I back tested with it. I know it works for a lot of people, but what I changed to was I changed the order flow, and this was probably one of the biggest sort of changes that I did make, and it really is the reason why I'm profitable nowadays. It's the reason why we've got multiple payouts, things like that. But what changed for me there was I completely understood what I was seeing on the chart. So, for example, I'm not going to go into detail for it now, but if you do want to see a video on my strategy, I'm willing to make it. So then we have the funded run. So the funded run was when we actually passed the account. So we passed a 50k that I remember. I think we passed in 7 or 8 sort of trading days. And what's funny actually is I passed my first ever account. I actually blew it. But I had a free reset. They were doing this promo, and I passed. I, I blew it, and I was like, oh, I was really annoyed, obviously. And then they did this free reset, and I thought, like, this must be a sign from God. Like, I'm not gonna let this slip, and I just locked in, and we passed. But aside from that, you need to know how much you're risking. You need to believe in your strategy, and this all comes from data collection. Okay. Also, my mindset during the funded run, you have to be completely iron. You have to really believe in yourself and believe that you really can make it. So coming back to what I do now, so obviously we're still trading the same funded account. We've really gone into order flow super deep. We're really ensuring that we're just developing at a great pace, and we're journaling everything, we're keeping up to date, and we're just making sure it all happens. If you're trying to get funded as well, which I assume you are if you're watching this video, it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent, and that's the biggest change that I actually made as well. You can't be perfect, okay? You can't win every trade. It's not how it works. If you can win every trade, go to Wall Street. I'm sure one of those big banks will have you. But you can't be perfect, and what you have to focus on is what you can control. And what can you control? Just ask yourself that question: what can I control? Well, let's write it down. What can I control? Well, first of all, you can control your risk, your entries, and your emotions. And this is the 3 things that you actually need to pass a funded account. What do you need? You need good risk management, obviously. You need good entries, means that you're taking ones that you already have data backed on, you know that they work. And emotions, you need to not get super emotional and you just like fall in the trap. Think about it, 90% of people fail. These funded accounts do not want you to win. They make money from you losing. By you being bad at any single one of these risk, entries, emotions, you're just playing into their ball. You're playing into their ballpark completely. You're giving them money. Like, are you stupid? What are you doing? Like, if you sit there and you know that they make money off you, right? And still your risk is awful, your entries are bad, you've got no data on them, your emotions are terrible, it's just not for you, you know. I think maybe you should concentrate on doing something else, because if you can't face that already, you need to skip all those baby steps, okay? People always say, oh, you know, I'm new to trading, you know, I've only been doing it for a couple of months. So what, like, you need 2 years to become profitable? I mean, come on, like, give it a rest. But anyway, that was a super quick video. Let me know in the comments if you do want to see any other sort of topics. But yeah, see you later.